John Oaks here with Hanko Motors. Just coming back at you here with our newest member of our inventory here. This is a 1968 Chevrolet Camaro. Now this car, we're taking a look at the underside obviously here first. And as you'll be able to see, this car is really nice both on the underside and up above too. We'll start here in the back and just taking a look here. You can see the gas tank in this car. Looks to be a new gas tank. There's no dents, dings, anything like that. Obviously you can see it's a steel tank. You've got all new straps, all new mounting hardware. It's tucked up in there real nice. You can see also we've got multi-leaf for suspension here. We've got brand new KYB gas adjust shocks on both sides of the rear. Got the traction bars here also mounted up. You'll notice we do have a GM 12-volt rear end. This is a posi unit. This is a 373 gear ratio also on this car. Out at either ends of the axle, we've got drum brakes on the rear. And again, if you can get in here and look, all the brake lines are all new too on this car. As far as suspension too, you can see up in here, it's got new shackles there for the leaf springs also. And again, your cables for the e-brake, we'll take a look at those as we go up under the center, but those are all new too, all nicely done, everything all hooked up, all your J-hooks, everything like that, all in place where they should be. So we'll go ahead and move up to the center of the car now. All right, here we are now underneath the center of our 68 Camaro. You know, quite a few things that we can talk about underneath here. We'll kind of start up here. We'll work our way a little backwards now. The exhaust work on this car, all new. You've got ceramic coated long tube headers here, going into the new exhaust work here, all the way back to your dual mufflers. Again, those are new. And the tailpipes out the back, dual tailpipes, all new. The floors on this car are about as good as could be expected. Now you can see here that they're not coated with heavy undercoating. They're just sprayed black. Again, the floors are all solid. There's no holes or anything in those floors. Even your rocker panels, all your pinch seams, pinch welds, those are all nice as well. Again, I've mentioned all the emergency brake cables, all of that stuff is all new, all the hardware on it, all new. You've got your brake lines, all new. Fuel line over here, run the whole way back, that's all new too as well. Your front frame stub here, those rails are in really good shape. They're not dented in or anything. Your bushings for your body mounts, those are in excellent condition too. Those are like new. Now this does have a Muncie M21 4-speed manual transmission in it. Looks to be a newer cross member and looks to be a brand new transmission mount in there as well. So that's all good shape there. And this car actually has a drive shaft loop installed on it too. So good safety feature. You just never know. And you don't want that drive shaft coming down and snagging the road if it ever were to come loose in the car, and that'll prevent that. So that's pretty much it underneath the center of the car. All right, and here we are now finishing up underneath the front end of the car. We'll just kind of start out at the ends and work our way across. First to mention, we've got all 15-inch factory steel rally wheels, complete with the beauty rings and the center caps, of course, and those are in good shape. We'll see those after we let the car down. Inside of those, up in here, we've got new GM rotors, new GM calipers. You see all the original stock stamped steel suspension arms, both your lower control arms and your upper A arms there. Looks to be new springs and new shocks up here on the front as well. And if you're able to take a close enough look in here, not sure how well we can get in there with the camera, but all your bushings on your A arms, ball joints, your boots on all your tie rod ends, all of that stuff, that's all new, and you can see that it looks just fantastic underneath the front end. Front cross member here, it's not beat up, not dinged in or anything like that. It's in good shape, so somebody took really good care of the car. They've got the black front air dam here too, just to give it that nice look coming at you from the front end there. Now on this car here, this is a big block motor. We'll go over that too once we have it down and look under the hood. But from what I can see underneath here, it's got an aluminum radiator in it. So a lot of times with the big block motors, they have a tendency to run a little hotter. Well, the aluminum radiator helps that situation out. Looks like it's got an electric fan on it as well to help with that too. So again, the frame horns on this car are just as nice as you could expect. They're not beat up, not dinged in, nothing like that at all. Again, the whole underside of the car just sprayed black, no undercoating, so you can see everything that's there. It's out in the open. There's no holes, no nothing like that, no patching, nothing. Just a really nice, good condition car, both underside and top side. So with that said, we'll go ahead and lower it down off the lift now, and we'll go ahead and take a trip around the outside of the car here for you and let you see what we've got here. All right, now that we have our 68 Camaro down off of our lift, we can go ahead and around the outside of it for you, and we'll take a quick peek on the inside too on our way around. Again, this is obviously red 1968 Chevrolet Camaro. Now this one we're going to call our SS style because again, without documentation and so forth, it's kind of hard to say whether it's an SS or not. But it's got every single thing on it that you would expect to see on an SS Camaro. So starting with the white SS hockey stripes here that wrap the whole way around the nose and back the doors there. Again, that beautiful red color the whole way throughout the car. We've got the steel SS hood with a tremendous fit as far as gaps and elevation go on this car. You also have the 396 emblems up here on the front fender, and yes, that does signify that this does have a big block 396 motor in it. If we work a little further back, obviously we've got the wheel lip moldings here, both front and rear. You've got those 15-inch factory steel rally wheels, complete with beauty rings and center caps, and on both front and rear you've got matching BF Goodrich radial TA tires. 235/60/15s on the front, 245/60/15s back on the rear of the car. We've got drip rail moldings all the way around here, that nice chrome or stainless finish there that you have. Got both driver and passenger side mirrors on this car as well. A lot of times you just saw the driver's side, but we do have both on this car. You've got that trim along the rocker panel also on the 68. So as we work our way back, you see the gaps on the door. Pretty much you couldn't ask for a better fitting door here than this. Gaps are really uniform. Elevations are excellent on this car. As we open our door up, again, just as with most all of our cars, you've got the little rubber bump stops on the insides of the door here, both up on top and down here on the bottom. Your weather stripping around the whole door in excellent condition. There's no cracks, no tears, no rips, anything like that on here. Door panels are in really good shape, and if you're able to look a little closer in here, we've got bucket seats, and this is the houndstooth seat covers on here. Both front and rear seats are done up alike. Factory dash, all factory instrumentation on this car. You've got the factory 120 mile-an-hour speedo, factory fuel gauge. You do have a column mount tachometer, again mounted on that column with the factory style SS steering wheel. You've got a factory 4-speed center console in there as well with the wood grain trim. You do have a few aftermarket gauges. You've got water temperature, you've got your voltmeter, and you've got the oil pressure gauge. You also have the aftermarket digital AM/FM radio in there, and that's one of those either like the custom auto sound or that retro sound that fits right in the factory openings, so there's no cutting or anything of the factory dash. Again, factory heater controls also in there too. Carpet, headliner, all in excellent shape, no cracks or anything on that dash. Just looks just as good as can be. All seat belts present too, both front and rear. You close the door, if you see there, it closes real nice and easy. Again, we already going over, it's got those wheel lip moldings here on the back as well. Again, the factory rally wheels, BF Goodrich wheels, tires there, 245/60/15s on the back. And that brings us around to the back end of the car. So we'll go ahead, bring our camera back here, open up our trunk, show you inside here. Now we're here around the back side of our Camaro. Now, something that you'll see on this car that was very characteristic of, say, like your big block SS Camaros, was this blacked out tail panel here. So you see they did a real nice job on that. They've got the SS gas cap there, and you can see these bezels around your taillights. Even the lenses on your taillights are all in excellent condition, just like new. Nicely chromed rear bumper there as well. You've got the rear spoiler, just as it would have been. And then you can also check with your gaps and elevation here on the trunk lid, and all that panel fitment is very nice also. We'll go ahead and open our trunk up. On the underside of the trunk, now most of our cars you'll see that they are painted the same color, but they elected to go with just the black underside here on the trunk. If you look at your seals, your weather stripping around the trunk here, that's all brand new stuff too. No rips, tears, cracks, anything like that. Of course you have just a little gap here where it fits together, but you have that with every one of them. Inside our trunk is a trunk mat. Again, that's just like brand new. There's no marks whatsoever in that thing, so it's probably new from when the guy went ahead and did the restoration on it. All your metal is in excellent shape too. There's no patch panels, nothing like that on the inside of the trunk. All painted up a uniform gray color underneath there. And that's really about it for inside the trunk and around the back side of our car. So we'll go ahead and close this up, and then we'll go around to the passenger side of our car, making our way up towards the front. Okay, now again on our passenger side of our 68 Camaro here. Again, everything's going to be exactly the same as over on the driver's side on this car, so we'll just kind of quickly go up through it. You see the ends of the chrome bumper there. Again, very nicely chromed rear bumper. You've got the bezels around your turn signal indicators or your marker lights, basically. Those are in excellent condition, no pitting, anything like that. Those wheel lip moldings, the BFG Goodrich tires, both front and rear, the 15-inch steel rally wheels, that drip rail molding. We'll go ahead and open up this door too and take a look on this side. Again, same thing here as we found on the other side. You got your little rubber bump stops both on the top and down on the bottom. Your factory weather stripping looks to be all new, and that's all in excellent condition. Again, no cracks, tears, no chunks out of it like you might see. This is all new stuff. Door panels, excellent condition over here as well. Like your threshold plates, those are even nice too. Carpeting, again, just like it was, well, that's pretty much brand new stuff. I believe this car was, as you saw from the underside, it's pretty much all new stuff. So again, that dash, no cracks. The paint on the dash, everything looks to be in excellent condition. Seat covers, again, really nice. That houndstooth interior really sets off the interior in this car. Again, we already mentioned that it's got all the seat belts there, retractable ones up front here, and of course you got your ones in the back seat there as well. Again, just your weather stripping and seals up around the door even. Those are all new too, so you don't see any cracks, tears. You don't even see any wear marks in it really from it sitting around. It's just as nice as can be. So we'll close that. Again, you see the door closes easy on this side too. And again, door gaps and elevations on this one, just as good as you could ask for. Again, we've already mentioned the passenger side mirror as well as it has the driver's side too. We've already said about the SS emblems here. As we head forward, 396 emblems again up front, and again those bezels around your side marker lights, just in excellent condition as well. So, and finally now we're here at the front of our 68 Camaro. Again, this is just a very nice overall car. You look at the grille, a lot of times you see these cars where you might see a little bit of like the paint flaking off and so forth. You don't see any of that with this car. It's all very nicely blacked out front grille. You see the SS emblems right in the center of that grille. Again, the whole ways around, your headlight bezels, everything like that. That little trim around there too, just in excellent shape. Again, you see the chrome front bumper too, and that's very nice as well. I'm not sure if you can see from this angle, but we did see it from the underside video. It does have the black front air dam along the bottom as well. Again, you get to see that white, the white SS hockey stripe that wraps the whole way up around the nose. That's really nice looking on this car, and it appears as though that was probably painted, and then it was the whole thing cleared over one layer. So looks really good. It's all blended in real nice. Again, this steel SS hood fitment, very nice on the car. And what we're going to do now at this time is open up our hood and get to show you that power plant. Now this hood does fit tight. You've got to push a little bit down. But as we raise the hood up, first we'll take a look at the underside here. Again, that hood insulation, it's all tacked up just the way it should be. And it's all in very good condition. You don't see any tears or any fraying or anything like that of the insulation. Really good shape there. We'll start off just overall. We've got a big block Chevy motor in there. That is a 396 motor. However, it is not the numbers match motor. So a non-original motor, but it is a 396 cubic inch big block Chevy. And again, that is coupled to the Muncie M21 4-speed that we went over from the underside of the car there. As you can see, we've got the chrome air cleaner with the factory look to it there with the 396 decals. We've got the chrome valve covers on there as well. Now this does have an Edelbrock Performer RPM intake on it. It's got a Holley dual feed 4-barrel carburetor, complete with electric choke on it as well. We've got a chrome alternator that's mounted up there on some really nicely painted up brackets. It's got some chrome pulleys that you can't see there, but they are in there. You've got the ceramic coated long tube headers running back through that dual exhaust all the way out the back through the tailpipes. I got an aluminum Champion radiator here. Again, a lot of times with those big blocks, that's the one thing people always say, they do run a little warm. So the aluminum radiator helps that. And we do have an electric fan on there to help with the cooling. You see the chrome fender braces in there as well. So those are in excellent condition. Those are brand new. Power brakes back here. Again, those are factory GM brakes. So you've got GM calipers and rotors up on the front side. Again, we've already said about the drum brakes on the rear. You got power steering on this car as well. Factory heater lines are all hooked up on it there. That's pretty much it on the underside of the, or in the engine bay of the car, I should say. Again, 1968 Camaro, red, got everything SS on it that you could ask for. Black houndstooth interior, big block, 4-speed car, 12-bolt posi, rear end, 373 gear. There's just not a whole lot more you could really ask for in a car. So if you're interested in this car or any other one that we have, just go ahead and give us a call or shoot us an email. We'll be glad to help you out as best as what we can.